Good morning, student. Today we are starting with the second session of our first chapter, that is communication cycle. In the communication process, one person is a sender who conveys a message to another person or a group of person known as a receiver. When the receiver gets the message, he acknowledges it and sends back a response. This leads to a cycle, process known as communication cycle. Now, there are some principles of effective communication. What are those principles? Let's see that. The first principle is the language should be simple. The language which you are using, which the sender is using, should be very simple so that it should be understandable to the receiver. The second principle is definite. The communication should be definite, that is, its aim should be clear in the mind of the sender. Until and unless the aim will be clear, he will not be able to send a appropriate message to the other. The message should be complete and concise. The information which the sender is providing should be complete and to the point. One should not start narrating stories about it. The message should be up to the point only. To the point, you do not have to extend it, so that the receiver should have interest in listening. Appropriate medium. A proper medium of communication should be used, taking several factors into account, such as timing, distance between the sender and receiver, and the nature of the interaction. Authentic. Information should be factual and it should not be misleading or false. This is very important. The information which the sender is giving should be authentic. It should not be something wrong which he is telling, which should be later on misleading the receiver or something like that. Courteous. The sender should be polite and courteous while communicating, because it helps in having the healthy relationship with the receiver or the other person whosoever is listening the message. So these are some principles of effective communication, and after that we will continue with the elements of communication cycle. See, in the communication cycle, these are some elements we are having. The sender, who is speaking, who is giving the idea, the message which is being given, the message sent using some or the other channel, the message is perceived, and then the decoded. Message is decoded at the receiver. I'll give you the example of this. See, the person who is sending the message which is being sent, the actual message, and then the message sent using some or the other channel. It can be face to face, it can be through telephone, it can be through email or anything like that. Message perceived. The message which the sender, which the receiver has received, now that message has been understood by the receiver, but that depends how it was delivered and how the other person has received. I mean, it depends upon the person. अगर कोई मैसेज कन्वे कर रहा है, उसने किस टोन में किया है और सुनने वाले ने उसको किस सेंस में लिया है, that actually depends upon the over here when the message is being decoded at the receiver end. So these all are the elements of the communication cycle. In the simple language, you can say that one is the sender, who is sending the opinion or the idea, the message, the actual information. Encoding, it refers to how the sender wishes to communicate the message. Means जो message वो बोल रहा है, that is using spoken or written language or sign or the body language. Channel जिसके through message भेजा जा रहा है. Receiver is a person जिसके लिए वो message send किया गया था. Decoding, it refers to how the receiver interpret the message. Message कैसे interpret हुआ, and translate it into thoughts depending upon the circumstances and the understanding. Feedback, it is the response that a receiver gives after the message is received. एक बार जब message receiver के पास आ गया, वो उसके बाद कैसा response देता है, that is called the feedback given by him. Now we will discuss the feedback in the detail. First of all, what is feedback? feedback is an essential factor in the process of communication cycle, because once the message is being delivered, understood by the receiver, उसके बाद वो उस रिसीवर का रिएक्शन क्या है उस मैसेज पर, वो अपना फीडबैक दे के वो बताएगा, वेदर इट वाज अ नेगेटिव, वेदर इट वाज अ पॉजिटिव, दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द receiver how he has taken the message. For example, feedback can be positive or negative. Positive feedback indicates that sender can continue his communication in the same manner. अगर फीडबैक पॉजिटिव था तो वो जैसे मैसेज भेज रहा था सेंडर वो वैसे ही भेजता रहेगा, पर अगर वो नेगेटिव था तो दैट मीन्स उसको अपने मैसेज भेजने में कुछ ना कुछ चेंज करना चाहिए, सो दैट इट शुड बी अंडरस्टैंडेबल टू द रिसीवर, इट शुड बी क्लियर टू द रिसीवर. So there is need of a change by the sender. So that is where the importance of the feedback lies. Now we will understand the importance of the feedback. Feedback is a vital part of the effective learning as it gives clear guidance to the student on how to improve their knowledge and performance. It can enhance students' confidence, self-awareness, enthusiasm for learning. For example, आप लोगों ने कोई टेस्ट दिया, उस टेस्ट पे टीचर ने फीडबैक दिया कि आपने ये टेस्ट ऐसा नहीं ऐसा देना था, आपने एक्सप्लेन कम किया है, आपने लैंग्वेज अच्छी यूज़ नहीं की है, आपने ये वाला पॉइंट एक्सप्लेन डायग्राम के थ्रू करना था. Such kind of feedbacks are always required so that you can improve, so that you can do better in the future. आप वो गलती जो अभी कर चुके हो वो दोबारा ना करो in the future. For that, these feedbacks are really really important. So there are some other points also which you can see. Feedback is also important in the following ways. See how basis of the problem solving. The feedback is a base of the problem solving. How? When the receiver gets a message, it is up to him to agree with the message sender or not. जब रिसीवर को कोई मैसेज मिला, अब उस पर डिपेंड करता है कि वो अग्री करता है या नहीं करता है. इफ़ द रिसीवर डिसअग्री विद द सेंडर, it can cause a problem. In this case, the feedback can help the sender justify the response of the receiver. It enables the sender to interpret the behavior of the receiver and take the next step accordingly. Because it caused a problem, the next step will be taken so that the problem should be solved. So this is how it is a base of the problem solving. Another is effective learning. Feedback results into effective listening. When the feedback is given, the sender becomes cautious of the message sent by him. He reanalyzes his message and correlates it with the feedback. This enables him to understand the communication has been successful. So this message is being effectively listened by the person. This is also very very important point in the. See, the third point is it can motivate. Motivation is very important. Students always need motivation, and if a right feedback is given at the right time to the student, it can create wonders for them. Means if the right path is shown to the student at the right time, then they can really do better in achieving their goals. They can improve. It can improve performance. Right feedback will help them to improve their performance. Good performance is what everybody strives for. It can take you to the new heights, and this also comes through the right feedback which should be given to them. It is one of the tools for continued learning. We always want the students to keep learning. If they will be giving the timely and the proper feedback, it will work as a tool for the continued learning in achieving their goals. Now the topic feedback can be further categorized into descriptive and descriptive feedback. Descriptive feedback, what is descriptive feedback? For example, if you have given a test and we just tell you that you got 20 out of 25, nothing else, you will not be having any benefit of those marks because you don't know your shortcomings, you don't know where you did not do well, what were the problems in that. When you are not aware, you cannot improve. So overall result does not matter. The feedback, descriptive feedback, is when you are explaining to the children that where you were lacking, you are not doing this particular part properly, you need to improve in this section. For example, it enables students to learn about their current achievement along with the weaknesses which need to be improved. It includes suggestion to help them achieve their objectives. It also provides a direction to the students to identify the steps taken to fulfill their goals. However, it does not include grades, marks, or the coded symbol. As I told you, that description is important, not the overall marks, overall grades. See, what are the benefits of descriptive feedback? Provide useful information to the students about their learning. आपको अपने बारे में यूज़फुल इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगी कि कहाँ पर आप में प्रॉब्लम है, कहाँ पर आप अच्छे से एलैबोरेट नहीं कर पा रहे हो, कहाँ पर एक्सप्लेनेशन की ज़रूरत है आपको. Fill the gap between their present level of performance and the learning goal. Enable the student to self-assess and set their goals accordingly. इस डिस्क्रिप्टिव फीडबैक से आप अपने आप को सेल्फ एनालाइज कर पाओगे और अपने गोल्स उसके अकॉर्डिंगली सेट कर पाओगे. देयर आर सम फैक्टर्स एसेंशियल टू गिविंग द डिस्क्रिप्टिव फीडबैक. व्हाट आर दोज गोल्स? लेट्स सी दैट. द वन इज गोल ओरिएंटेड. फीडबैक शुड बी गिवन कीपिंग द एम ऑफ लर्निंग इन माइंड. वट एवर द एम, जब आपको कोई टॉपिक एक्सप्लेन किया जाता है, चाहे वो साइंस का है, चाहे वो एसएसटी का है, इट कैन बी एनी टॉपिक, साथ में उसका गोल होता है कि आपको किस ऑब्जेक्टिव से वो टॉपिक समझाया जा रहा है. अगर वो आपने कोई टेस्ट दिया, उसको टीचर ने चेक किया, तो वो उस गोल को ध्यान में रख के चेक किया जाता है कि इन द फ्यूचर यू शुड नॉट फेस दिस प्रॉब्लम. अकॉर्डिंगली आपको फीडबैक दिया जाता है कि दिस इज़ द प्रॉब्लम इन योर आंसर एंड यू शुड इम्प्रूव ओवर हियर. So this is how it is goal oriented. Actionable, when the students have the knowledge but do not know where to apply it, they lose the interest in learning. Hence their experience should be put to use by giving them specific direction. User friendly, the feedback should be given in an easy to understand language, because if you will be able to understand what has been told you, then only you will be able to improve. अगर आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा आपको क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट करनी है, तो आप इम्प्रूव कैसे करोगे? टाइमली, दिस इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आपका जो फीडबैक है वो आपको टाइम से मिलना चाहिए. वंस it's not met on the time, then there is of no use of giving the feedback. Continuous, feedback should be given continuously along with the instructions. This enables the students to remain focused on their goal. जैसे आपको कंटिन्यूसली लेक्चर्स चाहिए, अपने पेरेंट्स से डोजेस चाहिए कि बेटा पढ़ना है ऑल द टाइम, आफ्टर अ टाइम यू जस्ट नीड टू बी गिवन द डोज. सिमिलरली फीडबैक शुड ऑलवेज बी गिवन टाइमली, कंटिन्यूसली. कंसिस्टेंट, द स्टूडेंट शुड बी गिवन अ कंसिस्टेंट फीडबैक, अदरवाइज दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू रिलाई ऑन इट एंड इन टर्न विल नॉट बी एबल टू फॉलो इट. अगर उसमें कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं होगी तो वो उस पर रिलाई नहीं कर पाएंगे और उसको फॉलो भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. दैट्स वाई इट हैज़ टू बी कंसिस्टेंट ऑल्सो. सो दीज वर द सम फैक्टर्स विच आर एसेंशियल फॉर गिविंग द डिस्क्रिप्टिव फीडबैक. You can just go through this diagram also, which is the feedback cycle. After that, this is the last topic, specific and non-specific feedback. Specific feedback is when you are specifically telling about some of the topic. For example, it was impressive that you started with a question to hook the listener. I like it. The feedback is being given on a particular situation, you can say. It was given on a particular situation कि जब आपने अपना presentation या अपना speech start किया, तो आपने जब starting में question raise किया, this was really impressive. तो मीन्स आपको फीडबैक स्पेसिफिकली मिला उस क्वेश्चन के लिए जो आपने पूछा था इन द स्पीच और इन द वट एवर डिबेट वॉज देयर. द नॉन स्पेसिफिक इज़ व्हेन यू आर जस्ट ओवरऑल टेलिंग दैट इट वाज अ गुड जॉब, इट वाज वेल डन, ओवरऑल आपने बता दिया कि अच्छा था. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड नॉन स्पेसिफिक फीडबैक. सो दिस इज स्पेसिफिक एंड दिस इज नॉन स्पेसिफिक. व्हाट इज़ द नीड ऑफ द स्पेसिफिक? Obviously specific is always better, because स्पेसिफिक में आपको अपनी एक एक प्रॉब्लम के बारे में पता चल रहा है, या आपने एक एक अच्छी चीज़ जो आपने की है उसके बारे में पता चल रहा है कि दिस इज़ वेयर यू आर वेरी वेरी राइट एंड ओवर हियर यू आर रॉन्ग। एक एक सिचुएशन आपके सामने है कि इस सिचुएशन में आप सही हो, यहाँ पर आप गलत हो। तो दिस इज़ व्हाट द नीड फॉर द स्पेसिफिक फीडबैक, क्योंकि आप ज़्यादा अच्छे से इम्प्रूव कर पाओगे, जो कि नॉन स्पेसिफिक में आपको ज़्यादा अपने बारे में पता नहीं चलेगा, तो आप ज़्यादा अपने आप को इम्प्रूव नहीं कर पाओगे। सो दैट्स हाउ specific feedback is more needed. That's all in this session. Now you can just go through this session in your PDF which I sent yesterday. Thank you, students.